Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a video you guys have been asking me for a while, and finally it's been complete. That is right, guys. Today I'm going to be revealing the Blasian Nation God Squad.
I want the world, yeah, I want the world, yeah, I want it all, said I want the world, yeah, I want the world, I'm coming to get it.
Hey, what's up guys, Henry the Blasian here, and as you can tell by the title of the video today and the blank canvas in front of you, that is right guys, today is finally the day. Today I reveal to you guys my God Squad. There is so many players I've been hiding from using just so you guys couldn't guess what my lineup was looking like. You know what, before we even get to starting to revealing my God Squad, guys, I want you to pause the video. I want you to comment down below, what do you think my God Squad is gonna look like before you even see it? And if you guess it correctly, I'm ready to give you a big heart on that comment. And also, if you guys comment, you guys always know I be replying and engaging with you guys, so that is always awesome. But yes guys, today is finally the day that you guys are gonna see what the Blasian Nation is really all about. Now, in order for me to reveal the very first player who's actually going to be at the power forward position, we've got to go back in time. The year is 2019. HTB is bidding on a bunch of unnecessary pink diamonds for no reason. But was it really for no reason? No. Ladies and gentlemen, for the very first time, the Blasian Nation is close to achieving the max collector level. That is right. As you can see, we are in fact not 3, not 4, not 5, but 2 cards away from getting the GOAT. Galaxy Opal Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, at first I thought this was gonna be an impossible achievement. I'm looking at the top right. I've only got just over 100k left. At this point, I've already spent 4 million MT just to get from the 250 card mark to the point where we are now. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, I'm anxious. I just want the card. I'm tempted to just go ahead and buy out Artist Gilmore or Odin or get that Clyde Drexler, but we're patient. We end up winning the Drexler, and now it's all down to either Greg Odin or Artist Gilmore. Now at this point, guys, we are 1 card away from achieving the title of Godlike. We can't give up at this point. I need to get this card. So eventually, I just decide to go ahead and buy out Artist Gilmore. Now what you are about to see in front of you after this, ladies and gentlemen, viewer discretion is advised, because as you can see in front of you, it finally says we've got the max collector level. That is right, we are now at 0. This makes us eligible to finally collect the GOAT. For the very first time in Blasian Nation 2K history, we have actually reached the max collector level. This is the most expensive thing I have ever done in 2K. Will I ever do it again? It really depends on the future card. But that is right, guys. As you can see in front of you, we've now achieved the max collector level, and it's time for him to come home. The greatest card ever assembled in 2K history. No, we're not talking about limited Opal Michael Jordan. No. We're not talking about the all 99 attribute LeBron and Michael Jordan from last year. No. This card, guys, is in a league of its own. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for me to finally introduce to you the card I've been hiding this whole time. Galaxy Opal Giannis Antetokounmpo. Boom, baby. And as you guys can see in front of you, if you've not been keeping up with me on Twitter, then you had no idea that I had this card. But yes, guys, Giannis Antetokounmpo is finally in my hands. The amount of MT I invested to get this card, because I was so driven to just want him, was insane. Giannis Antetokounmpo was spending over 5 million MT. A lot of the MT we got back. Now, keep in mind, when I got this Giannis, I've actually already had him for over 2 weeks, guys. That's how long I've been holding off on using this card on my team. For those of you guys that have been seeing my gameplays, you've seen that I've had Blake at the 4 The amount of times that I've wanted to sub in Giannis or something like that when I've been losing has been insane, but I had to hold off. I was like, nah, I gotta wait until the God Squad reveal, and now you guys understand why. Because if you look at the top right now, I've sold most of my cards. I'm no longer in the Galaxy Opal tier, and I've also got over 2 million MT. Again, I ended up selling a bunch of cards back, and that's how I've got my MT back. That's one good thing about when you go for Giannis, is after you buy all those cards and do all that grinding, spend all that MT, you can finally sell it all back. The only thing that sucks is when you get taxed on like 5 million MT, you're losing 500k right there. So in a sense, it's like you paid 500k for Giannis, which in the end is no complaint at all. Regardless, the investment for this man ended up being over 5 million MT. For those of you wondering if the grind is worth it, the grind is absolutely worth it. And this Giannis is a card I actually have not gotten gameplay on, so if you guys want to see gameplay on this card, you guys just gotta let me know. But we don't even have to talk about the stats that much. This card's got 99 everything except for the 3-pointer, which is 95 down the line, but he's just all around god made. Now I say this card's better than limited Opal Jordan because he is better than limited Opal Jordan. Jordan can have 99 everything, he can have all the badges in the game, but Giannis having the height that he has with the speed attribute is literally going to be unstoppable, and this man is going to be the #1 card we're going to reveal on my God Squad. Now that we've revealed the GOAT of our lineup, it's now time to move on to the rest of our lineup, and starting at the #1 position, we've got none other than boom, another small forward who plays the point guard position for me because he's kind of short, that being Galaxy Opal Elgin Baylor, one of the least popular Galaxy Opals. I believe he's the least redeemed Galaxy Opal in the token market, and I think so many people sleep on this card. 99 offensive and defensive overall. You can look at the stats. This card shoots like 76% from the field for me in 73 games. 17 Hall of Fame badges is nothing to mess with, but that's kind of what comes with a Galaxy Opal criteria. Hall of Fame hustle rebounder, pick and roll maestro, tireless scorer. His posterizers are absolutely insane. Great driving layup, amazing post game, great mid-range, amazing three-pointer as well, and those off the dribble mid-ranges and threes are so saucy on this card. 95 driving and contact dunk, amazing passing with great ball control. Like all around, this card is amazing, and I love how well he can defend. That's probably my favorite thing about this card, because the thing that people don't understand about why I run him at point guard is if you have Magic, if you got Granger or anyone that can post me up, I got that low post defense at a 90 anyways, and with the way the shot contest works, it just makes Baylor an absolute clamp god. So top to bottom, this card is all around amazing. He's still a Galaxy Opal I would recommend people go ahead and pick up, even with Pettit and all of them out there. Now I am grinding to get another Galaxy Opal, so I'll most likely go ahead and pick up either Wilt or Bob Pettit. Hell, I might honestly just pick up Allen Iverson because he's one of my favorite players, but this Baylor was someone that definitely had to make it on my lineup, and that's why I've got him starting at the point guard position. Alright, now moving on to the shooting guard position, a newly added card to our lineup who's known for being absolutely dominant in the MyTEAM streets. Ladies and gentlemen, it's none other than the GOAT himself, Galaxy Opal Michael Jordan, the first pullable Galaxy Opal in 2K. You know he had to make it on this lineup. Now he ended up costing over 750k. I don't really want to talk about how much I spent on him, but I was honestly happy with how much I spent on him. This Jordan has been nothing but pure amazing for me. 72 games already played with him. I averaged 17 points with him. Look at how well he shoots from the field and from three. Those are both above 75% range. He's got 20 Hall of Fame badges. That enough should convince you he's an absolute god. I debated putting him at the 1 because he's got Hall of Fame Dimer, but then there wouldn't really be a place for Baylor, and I really needed Baylor. Now one good thing you should notice about my first 3 cards is they've all got Hall of Fame defensive stopper. I love cards that can defend and cards that can be absolute monsters on the offensive end. This Jordan has one of the easiest releases in the game. He's an absolute green machine for me. You can see his stats as well. They're godlike, man. From the driving layup to the post game, he's got a 90 post hook, man, to the 99 mid ranges, 95 down the line of the 3, amazing free throw, insane dunking, insane ball control and passing. His defense is just as elite, and check it out, guys, this card's also got low post defense of a 95. Like all around, this card without question is easily the second best Galaxy Opal on my lineup. I love this card so much. His performance has been absolutely insane, and obviously that is a good reason why he's my starting shooting guard on my team. So moving on to the number 3 position, guys, it's going to be a card that's a little bit outdated, but without question is still an absolute dominant demigod in the MyTEAM streets. That's going to be none other than Galaxy Opal James Worthy, the original base 11 demigod. This card is an absolute monster who's competing with Pink Diamond Dave Cohen's, who is a card that's also been out recently. But this James Worthy has been nothing but pure perfection for me. 421 games we've gone through together, 16 Hall of Fame badges. He's got the base 11. He's got a beautiful post fadeaway animation, post hook animation, you name it, and this card can do it all. This card can literally do everything except really steal the ball. But other than that, man, this card is pure perfection. The dribbles, perfect. Speed with ball does need a little bit of work, but all around, this card has been nothing but perfect. Everybody knows who James Worthy is at this point. I don't need much explanation for this card, but this card really is amazing. Now, to be honest, this card actually usually comes off the bench for me on my God Squad lineup, but for the sake of revealing my God Squad, we had to put all the opals here in the starting lineup, and that leads me to my center position, a card you guys are also familiar with, a card I locked in over 2 million MT for, and I'm talking about none other than the beast of the New East himself, Galaxy Opal Blake Griffin. Now, originally I was gonna say the best of the West, but since he's on the Pistons now, I'm calling him the beast of the East. But this Galaxy Opal Blake Griffin, a card without a doubt I do not regret locking in whatsoever, has been an absolute monster for me, man. 99 offensive and defensive overall, already 348 games played with this maniac, amazing 18 Hall of Fame badges, and this is definitely a card that can do it all, man. 99 driving layup, his post game insane, great draw foul, great mid-range, 95 open 3 with a coach boost is a 99. The dunking, you guys know he's got it. He's got the free throw now. This card is able to speed boost with some elite dribbles here and there. Great block, shot contest, and steal. Rebounding is insane. His speed is insane. His speed with ball is now insane, which really helps with the speed boosting there. And his defense, obviously no surprise, is also insane. This is another Galaxy Opal we're talking about. The card is absolutely dominant in my eyes. I still think this card is better than Karl Malone for how he plays all around, not focusing on just one card, but the way he is as a role player, I just like him better than Karl Malone, which is why I did not lock in for Karl Malone. As soon as I saw that T-Mac was going for 1.6 million MT, that man was out of here. The reason I sold that T-Mac actually ended up being the reason I got this Opal Michael Jordan, and I do not regret it whatsoever. But this is what the starting lineup is looking like, a full Galaxy Opal starting lineup. Man, you guys have no idea how long I've waited just to reveal that part. But now that you guys have seen the fire that is the starting lineup, let's go ahead and move over to the bench quickly. And at the point guard position off the bench is actually a newly acquired card. And that's going to be this Pink Diamond Penny Hardaway, guys. This card honestly has been playing pretty good for me. Got him with a diamond contract and diamond shoe, which is actually perfect. Now, what does suck about me giving him the shoe is it actually does not give him the slashing takeover. That's something I've not been able to get with the D'Antoni coaching with Penny. The slashing takeover would obviously take this card over the top. You guys know how Penny is with going to the rim, but this card all around plays really good. I love how nice he is on the defensive end, and I like how fast he feels with the ball on the offensive end, and also has the Hall of Fame dimer, which is just a great addition. You gotta have Hall of Fame dimer on your point guards. Now on my starting lineup, Baylor doesn't have it, but Jordan makes up for it, so I'm not really worried about it. But yeah, this Penny all around, he's been playing pretty good. Gotten used to his jumper. His off dribble is absolutely beautiful on all ends of the floor. This card is now dominant. He's got the 92 post fadeaway now thanks to the shoe. He's fast. His defense is elite, and all around, I'm just liking this card a lot. Before, I was starting Pink Diamond Steph Curry off the bench, if that makes sense, to start a card off the bench. But yeah, right now I've got Penny. He's been hooping for me. Now moving on to the 2 spot off the bench, this is going to be another card that you guys are super familiar with that was on my lineup. I had to move him to the bench because Jordan, there was no way a 750k card was coming off the bench, so I had to go ahead and bench this man, and it's none other than LeBron's failure himself, the pink diamond Henny God himself, J.R. Smith. This is another card I do not regret grinding for whatsoever, because originally I wasn't even really going for Giannis. I was going for J.R. Smith, and once I got J.R., I was like, wow, I am so deep in with my MT already that I might as well go for Giannis. But this J.R. Smith card is an absolute monster. At first, when they said he was better than Brandon Roy and stuff, I could not believe people, but since he ended up being a quote-unquote free card, since he was a reward card, this card has been nothing but amazing for me, man. When he gets hot, he is literally unstoppable. That jumper is as quick as they come, super handy. He honestly plays great defense as well. Definitely a better defender than the limited Brandon Roy. Better defender than Vince Carter might be a reach, but definitely a better defender than the limited Brandon Roy. I love this card. He is great for going off in clutch situations. He's absolutely amazing. Him in combination with the Hall of Fame diamond with Penny is an absolute problem, man. Now, moving on to the number 3 position off the bench, guys. I'm talking about a card that's been absolutely dominant for me since I picked him up. He's usually in my starting lineup, but for the sake of the lineup reveal, we had to put Worthy in the starting lineup. But guys, I'm not talking about the Scorpion King. I'm talking about the Snake King himself. Pink Diamond Kevin Durantula. This card has been nothing short of amazing for me. Plays really similar to that playoff moments one, so there's no point of me picking the other one up, especially because I have this one locked in for Blake Griffin. But this card, man, he is an absolute monster. Another card that's just stupidly unstoppable when he's got the takeover. So me having Penny off the bench with this lineup here makes him absolutely crazy. But Kevin Durant, a card we're all familiar with, 11 Hall of Fame badges, including limitless range, tireless scorer, difficult shots, and catch and shoot make him just nasty. And I like that he can do it all, whether it's the fadeaway, whether it's going to the rim. He's got the 90 driving and contact dunk. You know he can shoot. His speed boosting is amazing, and he's actually super fast with a ball. That's right, guys, 95 speed with a ball. This card is usually in my starting lineup, so this is what it would usually look like. But since it doesn't look as nice for a God Squad reveal, we had to move him off the bench because that Galaxy Opal starting lineup looks just too beautiful. But yes, guys, usually Kevin Durant is indeed my starting small forward. This card, he plays nothing but amazing for me. So consistent and just an all-around monster. Now, moving on to the 4 position is a card that's also kind of outdated at this point, but is a card that is so dominant and is still going for over 600k. That is right, guys. I'm talking about none other than Pink Diamond Anthony Davis. Now, although he is a card that is pretty old at this point, this card still continues to be stupidly dominant in the MyTEAM streets. Now, whether this is the last version of Anthony Davis, I honestly don't think it is. I feel like we're going to get a Galaxy Opal Anthony Davis at one point down the line, and I'm going to have to pick that card up because this card, man, he plays phenomenally. 99 offensive and defensive overall, 407 games I've gone through with this man. He does only have 8 Hall of Fame badges, which is kind of like a standard for cards at this point, but that doesn't change the fact that he's unstoppable, man. Amazing driving layup, insane post game, deadly mid-range, deadly open 3 of a 99 with a coach boost. His driving dunk is insane. He's got low-key ball control when he's got takeover, but nothing I really care for. His defense is amazing. He rebounds like an animal, and he is fast as a mother bleeper down the court, man. 95 acceleration on a big is just insane. But what I like about this card a lot is really his defense. I don't know what it is about Anthony Davis cards, man, but they're just so good at defense, whether it's reading the pass, whether it's grabbing the board, whether it's getting a block. He just plays all around too amazing for me to ever replace him, man. And with that being said, we're gonna jump into the center position, which is a newly acquired center on my lineup. I've been starting him for a while now on my recent gameplays. You guys should know who it is, the Serbian himself. Pink Diamond 97 overall Nikola Jokic, who I got with a 3-point shoe for about 150k. Now this card, he's been nothing but amazing for me, man. What I love about the most about this card, man, is not only does he have Hall of Fame hustle rebounder with bruiser and brick wall, but he's got Hall of Fame dimer, he's got Hall of Fame post badges, so he's dominant there, and he's also got Hall of Fame pick and pop, catch and shoot, and tireless scorer, which, as you guys know, is one of my favorite badges. Now, a lot of people say this Jokic isn't that great on defense, but he is honestly really good for me. He's got the ball control, and what's crazy is that he can low-key speed boost and take over. He can definitely speed boost. He only has a 65 block, yes, but if you jump at the right time, you're gonna get the block anyways. One thing I love about this card is he's just an insane rebounder. He seems to grab rebounds over everybody. Originally, I had Pink Diamond Patrick Ewing, but I got so sick and tired of that card. For people that say Jokic doesn't play defense, I don't know how you think that Patrick Ewing plays plays any better defense. The fact that Ewing didn't even come with gold defensive stopper should have been a reason why you guys shouldn't have picked him up. But yeah, guys, all around, man, this Serbian has been an absolute beast for me. I like how he feels on both ends. He's not that bad defensively. There is times where I'm like, you could have defended that better. But again, his defensive stats aren't anything crazy, so I'm not expecting him to be a crazy lockdown defender. Whenever I need a crazy lockdown defender, that's when I'm going to sub in one of my reserves, sorry, that you guys are going to see in just a bit. But yeah, all around, Nikola Jokic, he is an absolute gem. He's usually my starting center, but I'll kind of rearrange my lineup once I'm done revealing all my cards to show you how I kind of run my team. But basically, this is going to be what my 10-man lineup looks like. I don't usually run a 10-man lineup. You guys are about to see the reserves I have for certain scenarios, which will kind of explain everything. Starting at the number 11 position, I'm going to go ahead and just reveal it right here so you guys can see all my players. You can see that I've got a lot of options. Opal, Isaiah Thomas, who I just acquired recently. You guys will see a video on that. Also got this Opal Chris Paul because I'm trying to get the 3,000 tokens. I got Steph Curry, who usually plays the reserve for me. And actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and not put him there because the man that plays a reserve for me usually is Shaq. That way, when Blake Griffin and Nikola Jokic just aren't getting the job done defensively, that's when I get this man. And if I need a clutch defensive play done, Shaquille O'Neal is not only there to block the shot, but he's there to get the rebound as well. That's why I'm super excited to get that Galaxy Opal Shaq, because somebody get me a toilet, because I will be shitting on all of you. But yeah, overall, Shaq is an absolute beast. Then at the 12th position right here, obviously I had to stick in my favorite player of all time right here, LeBron James. He's due for a better card eventually, but until then, this man is staying on my lineup. And then at the 13th position, usually it depends. I like to run with Kobe just because he's a defensive stopper, and if Elgin Baylor isn't really defending because of the height difference sometimes when it makes a difference, I go ahead and stick Kobe in. But otherwise, I'll actually run with this 98 overall Steph Curry, man. Ever since the new update where you can contest with point guards, this Steph Curry has been nothing but amazing for me. Not only is he great at stealing the ball, but his shooting is absolutely lights out, and he's also got the Hall of Fame dimer. And with that being said, guys, this is what the Blasian Nation God Squad looks like. But now that you guys have actually seen the God Squad, I'm going to go ahead and rearrange it to show you guys how I actually play when I go into a game. So like I said earlier, Kevin Durant would actually be on my starting lineup. Same thing goes for Jokic. That is right, guys. I've had to move Blake Griffin to the bench ever since I got Giannis. And then Blake plays at the 4 here, and we got AD playing at the 5. So yes, guys, I actually have 2 Galaxy Opals coming off the bench, which is actually crazy. Now, if I do want to get crazy and I'm in a ball movement mode, I actually move Penny. No, not Penny to center. Penny, you move to the point guard position on my starting lineup. And then what I actually do is I move Kevin Durant to the bench as well, and I got LeBron in my starting lineup, and boom, just like that, I've got a starting lineup of all Hall of Fame dimers. That is right, guys. If they can move the ball perfectly, we end up hitting every shot. This is when I want to get crazy with ball movement and plays. I get this secret lineup in here, but otherwise, I got Kevin Durant starting, I got Elgin starting, and it's a pretty good all-around balanced lineup. You've got a dimer on the starting lineup with Jordan and Jokic. Off the bench, you got Penny. Sometimes I like to move LeBron James to the starting small or bench small forward or the power forward position, and then moving Blake to center if I feel like Anthony Davis is slow. But basically, the way I build my lineup is I'm ready for any kind of scenario. If someone's running something cheesy at point guard, I could go ahead and put LeBron in there off the reserves. If someone's playing with a regular point guard and I need a 3, obviously Penny doesn't have a quick release. Elgin doesn't have a quick release either. Boom, just like that, I stick in Steph Curry. And again, like I mentioned with Shaq, if I need to go ahead and abuse someone who's cheesing at center, I bring him in. If I need an absolute lockdown defense in the paint, I bring him in. And yeah, that's basically what my lineup is looking like. What I'm super excited about, though, is the fact that I finally revealed Galaxy Opal Giannis, man. I really want to get you guys a gameplay with this card, so I honestly might just go ahead and do that, man, because this Opal Giannis, he's an absolute monster, and I'm glad I finally revealed my God Squad so you guys can see him in gameplays now. But yes, guys, this is what the Blasian Nation is looking like. Was it what you guessed in the comments? Were you guys blown away by what my lineup actually looks like? Are you impressed with it? And what would you actually rate my lineup out of 10? Because what would you actually change about my lineup? For those of you that are thinking Karl Malone, I do not plan on picking that card up. I do plan on grinding tokens and eventually adding either Allen Iverson or someone on this team. I don't really care who I can add at this point, just because of the new shot contest. You can really just hoop with any anyone at this point without being worried about getting destroyed too bad. But yeah, this is the God Squad. I hope you guys are impressed with it. I invested over 6 million MT, and that's not even including other cards. Giannis and Blake Griffin alone were 6 million plus MT. Everyone else was absolutely crazy. And yeah, that's my God Squad. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to be bringing you guys gameplay with this God Squad, I absolutely promise, at the latest this weekend. So definitely expect that. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy the video, as always, don't forget to leave a like. And for you new viewers, you know you got to hit that subscribe button and join the Blasian Nation. I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you all have an awesome day and take care.